Mark. Today, our story is Rumpelstillskin. Rumpelstillskin. Once upon a time, there was a poor miller with his only daughter. His daughter was clever, wise, and smart, but the miller could not stop talking about her. One day he met the king and he said, "My daughters are so beautiful and so pretty that she can spin straw out of gold." And the king said, "It's true." Then the king said, "Then take her to me. I will find out what if she could spin the straw into gold." When the millers bring his daughter to the king said, "You were indeed beautiful." And the king sent her daughter to go home. And then he pointed the girl to a room full of stars, straw, and a spinning wheel. And he said, "Spin all this straw into one night, or else you shall die." And the little girl don't know how to do. And then she began to cry. And then the door creaked open, and then in walked the little man. He said, "Good evening, miller's daughter. Why are you crying?" The, the girl said, "I am crying because I have to spin straw into gold." She said. The little man said, "What will you give me? If you gave me something, then I can help you." The little girl found her necklace, and then she said, "I can give you my necklace." And the little man took the necklace and whirr, whirr, whirr. He spun and he spun. And when in morning it was done, the little man walked away. And the king comes. The king was very excited to see, but all the gold made the king more greedy. So he took her to another bigger room and much more straw. And he said, "Spin all the straw into one night, or you shall die." And then he locked the door so that no one can come. The little girl once again she cried, and the door creaked open. And again came the little man. The little man said, "What will you give me if I spin it for you?" The little girl see her the ring on her finger, and she said, "The ring from my finger." And then the little man took the ring and he began to spin all the straw into gold. And when morning it was done. And the king said he was very excited and proud. And he said that if she can make done the last biggest group and much more straw, she can be queen. And the little girl don't know how to do and cried once again. And the door creaked open. The little man comes. into your room. What will you give me if I spin it for you one last time? The little girl said, I have nothing to give you. The little man said, then promise me this. He said, when you are queen, you have to give me your firstborn child. The queen agreed. The little girl agreed. The girl agreed, and then he spin for the girl, and by morning he disappeared in an instant. And when the kings come, he was very happy, and then he married, and in time she had a baby. It was a beautiful baby girl, and the queen was happy. But the little man comes back. What can I give you? Said the queen. You know what I want. Your baby. Give her to me now. Oh no, said the queen. Please don't take my baby. All right, said the little man. But you have to guess my name in 3. I gave you 3 days. And when the little man was gone, she asked for a messenger to go to the north, south, east, and west to find the unusual name. And when the messenger came, there was many different names. And when in the evening, the little man said, do you know my name? Do you know it now? The little man said, is your name Jack? Is your name Harry? Harry? Is your name Peter? Is your name Baggle? But as all your names, she said, the little man always say no. And then he was disappeared. And the queen sent the messenger to go to the south to find the name. But when the little man came, the queen said, Is your name Milk? Is your name Smart? Is your name Little? Is your name? But as Archie said the name, the little man always say, that is not my name. And he said, in the last day, if you cannot guess my name, I will take away your baby. And the queen was worried. And when she sat down in the bed, the door creaked open. No, not the little man, but the messenger. But she has to call him to guess your name. He said, my queen, when the next night I was going to the high mountain of the south, I see a funny little old man. He was dancing around the fire and said, today I grew, tomorrow I bake. He's saying, I am the best one at my game, Rumpelstillskin. Rumpelstiltskin is my name. And then the messenger left. And when the messenger left, the little man, go into your room, and he said, "Is your name Sheep?" said the queen. "Is your name Oat?" The little man said no. "And perhaps you are Rumpelstiltskin," the queen said. The little man, he was so angry that he turned smaller. He turned small and disappeared. The end.